Mudbugs General Manager Scott Muscutt is here. What's up, kid? You're looking good today.
Oh, thank you. Feeling
Did
good.
you just run down from the arena? Was that
that would have been good. I got to get it in a little later today.
Got a little shout out for you yesterday from Stacy Brown, Convention and Tourist Bureau.
Awesome.
You played a key role in bringing the Miss USA, Miss Teen USA to town. Tell us what your role was.
I don't know how key my role was, but no, they were looking for the right city and they were looking for the right building, and we connected very well with them, and the answer is always yes. Now, what's your question? And it was a great tour. They loved the building. They loved the opportunity to be back in Shreveport, and I, for one, love that they love it.
They, when you say they loved the building?
So it was the director of the Miss USA pageant and just their whole staff. We spent about 6 hours walking through the building, and then there was about 4 of us that stayed a little bit longer than that and just went through and said, what are we going to do with this room, and what are we going to do with this, and how are we going to make this work, and how we make that work, and where does this go, and where does that go, and you know, they had some requests that needed to be met. And
what can you share about those? What kind of things do they want us to do?
Well, they just want they want certain things in the building to be a certain way.
Do they want the brown M&Ms gone, or is it something more serious?
No, it's nothing that, like, they were not unrealistic. They were actually a very fun group to work with. And some of the things, like, you know, us fixing up the back laneway that goes into the Zamboni doors, you know, they're concerned about the condition of that. Well, you know, we'll fix that. And just making sure that there was enough parking in the back for all the trucks that they had, and where would they put everything. And it was really just the same kind of thing you go through anytime you bring in a concert or anything else. And
sure.
I will tell you, they were very pleasant to work with.
Okay,
I enjoyed them.
We had a woman text us 1,000,000 years ago, and it's one of the greatest malaprops of all time. She said, "Robert, I'm going to play devil's adversary." And I said, "You mean devil's advocate?" She goes, "No, adversary. So let me play devil's adversary."
Okay.
Because you know you're seeing this all over the place on Facebook. Why would anybody want to have anything at nasty old ratty Hirsch Coliseum?
Never going there. Yeah.
But
It means we're doing it right.
Yeah.
How did you sell them on this? Because everybody look, you and I know, and the people that are complaining the most, as Matt has said, the people that are, pardon me, bitching the most have never been to a hockey game there.
Right.
So explain to everybody listening what you said to them and how you sold them on this building and the arena and the facility and Shreveport in general.
This is so easy because it's not a sale. It's so easy because it's my heart. We had a bunch of guys come to George's Pond last weekend to celebrate Champions Weekend. All of them, except one, were players who moved here from what many people in this area say is the most beautiful part of the world, like Canada. Why would you ever stay? Because this is a great place. This is a very passionate, fun place to be. And do you guys know the Prahalad Hamill experiment? You know this experiment?
Explain to us.
They put 4 monkeys in a room with a fire pole in the middle.
Okay.
And they hung bananas from the top of the fire pole. Okay.
Right.
And every time a monkey climbed to the top to grab a banana, they doused them with cold water.
Whew.
Right?
Okay.
Each monkey tried once. Each monkey got doused with cold water. And it was like a torrent of cold water. Right? Before you knew it, the monkeys gave up. Then what they did was they replaced one monkey at a time, bringing them in. Bananas still hanging. Every time the new monkey tried to climb, the other 3 monkeys grabbed him and pulled him down. One by one, they replaced all of the old monkeys who got doused with water with new monkeys. By the time they were done, all 4 of the new monkeys never climbed to get the bananas and didn't know why. That's what we have in Shreveport.
Oh, my.
We have a bunch of people who don't want to do it and have no idea why. That's what we have. because
the
the
greatest.
bananas are there.
Yeah.
We just have to say, I really want it, and you go get it. But instead, we stand at the bottom of the pole.
And bitch.
And we don't know why.
Oh,
We don't know why.
man.
Folks, the best thing to get out of a rut is jump into a dream. And we have a great dream. And it's not our dream. It's not even George's dream. It's Shreveport's dream. It's something that brings people together. 3,000 people every Friday and Saturday night are having a great time.
Help me, Scott. For the people that bitch and moan. Help Matt. Help Robert. For the people that bitch and moan to us. You know, we hear it a lot. What should I say to them? What is my answer to those whiners and those negative Nellies?
So here's what I believe. There are some people you just don't want on the trip, right?
You don't want them on the pole.
You just don't even want them.
Yeah.
Don't even bring them into the room. Because
Right.
the reality is, but here's the thing that I don't say to them, but I say to you. Be happy. Because in the end, no one makes anything great without having the people on the sidelines with their arm crossed saying, it ain't gonna work. Like, you know you've made it when you have that group of whiners, you know, because if it's whiners or winners, I'm taking winners. If it's champions or champions, I'm taking champions. But along the way, you are going to have both there. You just have to decide which one you want to make the trip with.
Are there some of them I'm never going to reach?
Absolutely.
And just give up on them?
Absolutely.
But try with the ones that might be on the fence?
Well, here's the deal. I think the ones who are on the fence, the only thing they have to do is come and try it one time. Yeah, if you walk into that building and you don't go, wow, this is cool. Because, listen, I mean this with the most respect. Vicky's Dance Line is a pretty prestigious group of people.
You bet.
And they come to George's Pond once a year with all of their dancers, and they have a blast, and they love it. And the first thing they say on their way out is, we will be back. Mm-hmm. We had the Rebel Cheer Squad come out. They had a blast. And the first thing they said on their way out, we will be back. Miss USA Pageants come in, and again, pretty prestigious group of folks. And the first tour they came in, the director walked out of the building, looked me in the face and said, this place is awesome. See you in May. Now, we couldn't tell everybody that.
Sure.
But we knew a month and a half ago, he walked into the building, walked around for 25 minutes, walked out of the building and said, see you in May. This place is awesome. Right?
Wow.
So I'm not trying to convince the people who don't want to be convinced. But if you don't know, come on out. If you don't want to come out during a game, come on by. I basically live up there. I'll give you a tour. It is a beautiful, fun building that has life and energy into it. Exactly what we need in this area right now.